Hello, students of class 8. Today let's learn the continuation of chapter 2 from geography. Well, in the previous class we have discussed some of the natural vegetations such as evergreen forest and deciduous forest. Today let us try to cover this grassland, both tropical and temperate, as well as tundra vegetation. Well, let's begin with tropical grassland. Tropical grassland are found in a place where there is moderate rainfall. So if you look at the map here, the map of the world, you will be able to locate some of the tropical grasslands. They are found in northern Australia. Okay, northern Australia right here, Brazilian and Guinea Highlands in South America, and also they are also found in Sudan in Africa right here. Alright, so these are tropical grasslands, and tropical grasslands are mostly found in the equatorial regions. Equatorial regions lies between the two tropics of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, isn't it? Okay, so in Africa they are known as savanna. Let us repeat again, savanna. Whereas in Brazil the tropical grasslands, or the grasslands, are known as campos. And in this area most of the trees, if you look at the map here, savanna, most of the vegetations are of thorny and stunted trees, and we can see some of the small trees right here, and even shrubs and the grasses are abound in this area. Okay, whereas in the temperate grasslands, they are found in the temperate regions, or we can simply say they are found in the interior of the continents. Okay, in Eurasia they are known as steppes. Let us repeat again, steppes. North America they are called prairies, and in South America pampas. In South Africa they are called veld. Australia downs. So these are all temperate grasslands. Okay, so in this region the grasses are very short, and not only that, trees are most of the time the trees are absent in this region, so it is very good for rearing cattle. All right. So if we look at this map, you can see some of the grasslands around the world, in North America, in South America, as well as in other parts of the world. All right. So these are some of the important grasslands. So in prairie you can see almost the trees are absent, and you can see a lot of grasses around here, and they are very good for rearing cattle. Okay, so most of the people around this region, they live on livestock. They rear cattle, sheep, goats, etc. And let's come to tundra vegetation. Tundra vegetation entirely lies in the northern part of Arctic Circle, and they have a very short growing season. Most of the vegetation consists of mosses, lichens and sedges. So if you look at this picture, these are the vegetation. This is the only vegetation that you will find in the tundra area. Okay, so these are the sedges or the wildflowers, and they have a very short growing season because most of the time this area have been covered by snow and glaciers. All right, okay, whatever it may be, let us come to India. Likewise, in India we have 5 vegetation zones. They are tropical evergreen. If we look at the map of India, all the portions which have been shaded in green color, these are all tropical evergreen forests which includes Manipur, Nagaland, and most of the northeastern parts of India. And the next one is tropical deciduous. You know, what do you mean by deciduous? Deciduous means trees that shed their leaves in a season. Okay, so the other portions that have been shaded in light green color, they are all tropical deciduous forests. And we have thorn forests. Okay, places that has been shaded in yellow color, they have a forest called thorn forest. And tidal forests, Sundarbans of India, it's included in the tidal forest. And you can see mountain or alpine vegetation, which has been shaded in brown color mostly in the northern part of India, in Himalayan region, so to say. So these are the 5 vegetation zones of India. You will study all these vegetation zones of India when you go to class 9. And even in Manipur, the vegetation have been classified into 4. The first one is subtropical deciduous forests, and we have subtropical evergreen forests, okay, tropical moist deciduous forests, and also we have tropical moist semi-evergreen forests. So these are some of the important vegetations that we find in the state Manipur. Alright, so as far as the forest resources are concerned, they are indeed very, very useful. So let us see some of the utilization of forest resources. Forest resources, or the forest itself, indirectly affect the climate of a place, the soil conditions, and even the stream flow. Okay, climate. You might have heard about global warming, okay, due to the cutting of trees and due to decreasing of forests, the climate have been changed. So these forests have been directly or indirectly affect our climate. It also influence our agriculture, or grazing grounds for cattle. Okay, it's also a part of recreation and wildlife. So if you look at the picture right here, you see a lot of wildlife. Different varieties of wildlife are found in the forest. Okay, so in the absence of forest, all these wildlife are in danger. They are in the verge of extinction, so to say. Okay, and not only that, a forest provides a variety of products like timber, fuel, fruits, fibers, roots, cork, rubber, etc. So if you look at this very chart, the importance or the usefulness of forests are innumerable. For example, if you look at here, it gives us medicines and beauty products. It gives us oxygen right here. Okay, so the forests are indeed very useful to us and to all the people. Alright, give different kinds of products, and it gives different varieties of products, so to say. Alright, okay, so the question of forest conservation or the conservation of forests is required or is needed. Okay, so we need to conserve our forests because it provides us so many things. It is very, very important to us. And so one of the type of conservation could be afforestation. Afforestation means growing of trees or plantation of trees, so to say. So this has to be done in order to protect our forests. And we must always discourage shifting agriculture, or what we call as a zoom cultivation. Okay, this is a picture somewhere in Nagaland where the people used to cut down all the trees of an area and they grow crops and different varieties of vegetables. But on the other hand, it is very, very harmful. Okay, it diminishes the forest of a place. So this type of shifting agriculture, or what we call as zoom agriculture, should always be discouraged in order to save the forest. And population explosion, this is also another factor, that if the population growth are there, and if the process of the populations continue or grow at the very rate that we have right now, and then all our forest resources could be depleted, because people need shelter, people need homes, and they have a tendency to cut down the trees in the forest. So it will in return make our ecosystem as well as our forest systems will be depleted. Okay, so for today let's learn only up to here. I wish you should learn all the notes from the study materials which I have sent you in your WhatsApp group, and learn them all. Okay, and you also read the textbooks, chapter 2, natural resources, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. May God bless you. Thank you so much for participating in this learning.